Honey, I made a decision. My wife's date. I am Bill Baker. My wife of 26 years, June, and I have an upper-middle-class lifestyle and 2 kids in colleges that cost 10 times what they did when we went. June made a statement. Honey, I have made a decision. This was no honey, we have to talk discussion. I wasn't to have a say. I'm going on a date with another man. Is this a platonic date? I queried. Of course not, silly. If I wanted a platonic date, I would have you take me to a delicious and expensive restaurant and then dancing. I'd drink until I was tipsy and flirt outrageously with every guy you allowed me to dance with. Also with every hot fellow I could find when you went to the John. When we got home, I would claim I was too tired and drunk, and I would make it up to you at some unspecified date. I have already accepted a date for Friday night. With whom? Harry Thompson. Dirty Harry? You said that he was obnoxious and disrespectful. He is. If I wanted nice, see the platonic date. Only it probably would not be platonic after all that flirting. Why? I was a virgin, and you had other women. Crap. I had 2 other women, and those were the only ones I got to second base with. I had indisputable proof that you were a virgin on our wedding night. Virgin or not, you knew more about sex than me. How many guys had everything but with you? How many is unimportant. But you are right, I am not really sure why I need it. Maybe I am afraid of turning into an old woman. Maybe it is empty nest. But I'm sure that I need it. Look, I married a practical woman. You don't make hasty, uninformed decisions. You have to know that this can end us. Have you fallen out of love with me? I understand the ramifications of this decision. I really love you. I want to grow old with you. I desperately hope you won't end us over one night. It isn't just one night. You let him know you were available over a period of time. Otherwise, he would not have asked you. You accepted on another day. Wait, did he ask you? Or did you ask him? It came out of some banter. I don't know who was first. You are right. It is more than one night. But it is not as long as a month, more like a week. You know how I think. I'm not going to end us on a supposition. The actual event changes the decision. To paraphrase Mike Tyson, plans change when you get hit in the mouth. This isn't just a hit in the mouth, it's a lower blow. However, your decision will have consequences. Count on it. I stayed away while she was preparing for her date. I, however, was there to see the end result. She did not shave her pubic hair. She did not buy a new dress for him. But she wore one of her best dresses. She was looking beautiful. But for the first time, I didn't feel she was beautiful. I'm not staying all night. I will be back about 2 a.m. if I can stand him for that long. I planned to nap, and I set my alarm at 1:30. I wanted everything to be very obvious when she came back. She arrived on time. At 2:07 a.m., the door opened. How was your night? I will get it out of the way first. He was about the same size as you. However, he gave me something that you never could. What? Forbidden fruit, honey. I love only you. You will understand that your actions might make me doubt that. Let me have the details. We spent the entire time in the Hilton. It has a great restaurant and a dance band. We went immediately to our room and we had in missionary. It was exciting. But other than the forbidden nature and lack of love, physically not so different from what we do, he, of course, was ecstatic. He had his conquest, and to be truthful, I wanted to be conquered. We then went to dinner. Of course, I ordered the most expensive thing on the menu. The lobster was delicious. After dinner, we danced to one slow song. We agreed that dancing was a prelude to sex, and we did not need a prelude, so we went back to the room. He immediately demanded from behind. I was kind of afraid, but he insisted. Since I didn't come for a nice guy, I gave in. He was thrilled that he got what you never had. Can you strut doing anal? Somehow I think he did. We had a brief nap, and he took me 2 more times. Doggy, and then missionary. And I'm back. You denied him nothing? Actually, I did deny him. He wanted me to take out my diaphragm. He said that sex felt so good because it was about reproduction, survival of the species. He tried to make me think intimacy was more exciting when pregnancy was on the line. It probably is, but I was not going to take on an 18-year commitment for the kind of thrill you get with a roller coaster. Come to think of it, I never ride roller coasters. Great. He still gets bragging rights over me. He will certainly brag. I will be the main topic of conversation at work Monday. There are 9 married women in our division, and he already had 5. I am the 6th. To be fair, the women go on about how fulfilled he makes them feel. No, that's not the right word. Maybe it's full or filled. Ha. You got your adventure. I started with a faithful wife that I respected, and now I have none of that. What do I get? How do we possibly stay together? Bill, I really love you, and I know that I have acted selfishly in choosing my satisfaction over your pain. The only way forward that I see is in your respect for me. I hate the idea, but it might have been the problem. I never denied you from behind. You never asked. I will bet that you thought it might be disrespectful. Indeed, there are some sexual things that I consider disrespectful. Some men delight in releasing on a woman's face. Not for me. No means no. But how often did you never get to know? What did you want to do that you were afraid that even asking was disrespectful? Now that you don't respect me as much, our sex life could improve. Anal was less painful and more interesting than I thought. Though I still believe there are holes more conducive to sex. He got it once, you'll get it more often. So you will get something. It probably doesn't make up for my selfishness, but I hope it is enough to keep us together. I am not happy, but I will accept your idea with an addendum. Regardless of the advances of feminism, this is still a double-standard country, and except for possibly France, the rest of the world is worse. Therefore, while you were gone, I arranged 2 dates. Gina, my secretary, has a hot divorced 26-year-old sister who is not looking for a relationship, but just fun. Our Hilton date is next Friday. I will be back around noon on Saturday. Gina said, even though her honeymoon was only 3 months ago, she would have done it herself, but she would not risk our business relationship. I have contacted with an escort service for the top of their line for the Friday after that. It will also be until Saturday noon. I don't know if I can accept that. Honey, I have made a decision. What's your opinion about OP? Thanks for joining us in our stories where revenge is served hot. Please consider subscribing to our channel to ensure your next chef remains loyal. Tune in for the next one to get your revenge appetite fulfilled. If you're below 18, hold on, it's not for the faint-hearted.